Yeah, if you. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining. Our colleague Maria had to host this meeting and to host this discussion, but unfortunately she had a traffic accident. She's okay, she's fine, but just can't join us right now. And of course, sorry to hear that, but we'll jump in and we'll try to host as best as I can. So our discussion, we are learning to become coaches. Maybe some of us are already coaches, certified coaches, but still in beginning of our journeys. And it's quite often we have a question, okay, I love this profession. I understand how to do it. I love doing it, but what now? What's next? Where to get the practice? Where to get the clients? How this practice should evolve? So a lot of questions in the start of this journey ponders us, yes, and let's discuss them. Let's see, maybe together we have answers and support needed for each and everyone in different stages of our journey. So please just let's take the round and introduce a little bit ourselves and maybe state the question or the discussion topic for today which most interests you, and let's see how it goes from that.
So I can start. Hi, everybody. So I'm Vaida, and I live in Lithuania, in Vilnius. I finished my coaching school almost 3 years ago from now. However, my ACC I received in September, this September. So, problem pass to somebody?
Yeah, sure. Maybe just indicate one of us and we'll take.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Aurelia?
Hello, everyone. I'm a bit out of the uh, this space, I can say so. I got sick a bit, but I try to participate here as much as I can and concentrate. Yeah, so I am where I'm based. It's a very good question because I don't really. I was for many years living in Norway. Few last years I spent in Africa. Now I'm kind of at my safe mom's base in Lithuania. So I don't know where it's gonna take next. I did finish my coaching schools actually. I did finish two of them. One of it was coaching LT from our teacher and mentor Povilas Petrauskas, and the other one in United States, it's Jay Shetty's Certification Life Coach School.
So what's
yeah,
the main question, main issue with your profession right now for you?
for me, of course, the main issue is how to place myself out and to be seen, and how to do all the how to reach people, and how to build business. So this
Mhm.
is my main. Okay, I'm passing the word to Demanta.
Hi everyone again. Thanks Aurelia for passing the word. I'm quite new in the coaching. Well, I don't. I should say, I guess that I have been learning actually coaching like 2 years ago. I received a ECTA certification for neural linguistic programming and coaching in common. So that was the very beginning. But then I just used that for the work, some technique to talk with people and etc. I didn't consider that as my career path for being a coach. But after 2 years, I decided that I want to pursue this path, and I started to learn that for ACF certification. And now I have finished the first stage in coaching school, and now looking forward to the second one to get closer to ACC examination, of course. And yeah, my main issue, not the issue, I would say, but the challenge, just how to start all the coaching business and just to start building personal branding, trying to monetize this experience and this practice. So yeah, so it's quite beginning, like from business side.
Mm-hmm.
That's the case that I am living right now. Good. Judita, how about you?
Thank you, Deimante. My name is Judita. I'm originally from Lithuania. You can see from my name and surname, but the last 15 years I'm living in UK, in London. And about coaching, I was quite interesting, quite for a long time, but didn't have, this courage just to take that to my hands and start studying. But first time maybe I've experienced coaching in my practice like 5 years ago, and I noticed how powerful tool it is. So it took time for me, but finally this year I finished coaching school in Lithuania and got my ACC credentials the same year, 2025, October. So yeah. And what I realized, is just beginning of my journey. I had my credentials. I did what I can, I had a lot of practice, more than 130 sessions, but, it's quite difficult. It's not just, when you're finishing your school or get your credentials, you become successful. You need to do a lot of work. So now I'm working on that. But of course, it's the biggest challenge for me just to create a business and sometimes just to stay consistent, to looking for clients, creating content on social media. So yeah, the biggest challenge is here. Thank you. And maybe Ausra, you want to?
Sure. Yes, thank you, Judita. So my background is HR, specifically search and selection and training. And since my manager is a coaching specialist, so I became one myself. And I did that last year in 2024. I did not have a goal or wish to become just coaching specialist, but I always saw that as integrated part of my work in training sessions, because we do have those two management training session programs twice a year. So my colleague is as a lecturer, I'm as a coach. So we are like two resources for our coaching program, training program participants. So I don't have that challenge, as how to build my personal brand as a coach, but I do need to communicate that I'm doing that. I'm that kind of resource to the training program participants. So yeah, there is some issues with communication and letting people know that I can do that and they can use me as a resource. So I'm just looking forward for some ideas here today. Thank you. Penny, how about you?
Oh, hi. So yes, I'm Penny. I'm based in London. I've always lived here, and I did an ADHD coaching qualification. I finished that last year, and I work in university, so I've been coaching colleagues in the university to get my hours, and I passed the course. I got the certification from the course this week. And so this has come at a great time for me. I'm trying to figure out what to do next. I feel like I want to expand more into coaching and potentially go part-time in the day job so that I have more time available to coach others. But yeah, at this moment, I'm looking at finishing my website and kind of getting the word out, marketing myself a bit better, knowing more about the business side of things. So that's where I'm at the moment. So perhaps I could go to Roma.
Thank you, Penny. So I'm Roma, also based in Lithuania. Been practicing coaching for more than 10 years in my leadership experience without anything officially stating that I am a coach. So a couple of years ago, I decided to get a certificate, met Povilas, and graduated from the school in the beginning of this year. And I hope to get my ACC after the new year as well as a next step. The current challenge that I have, I am no longer working as an employee anywhere and focusing full time on the coaching practice, but looking forward for the ways to increase the personal branding visibility and get more clients on board. And then I think, Andrea, you are the last but not least, right?
Yeah, Rimvidas are the last, but not
Yeah.
least. Yeah, but thank you, Roma. Yeah, my name is Andrea. I'm from Vilnius. This year, in October, I got my ACC certification. I'm an HR. My background is HR. I'm still sitting on that chair, actually sitting on the chair of employee selection. Also, I'm developing employee search website, and yes, I'm doing coaching. And the biggest struggle is that it's easier to do what is easier. For example, what I did for several years, like employee search instead of searching for clients for coaching. So yeah, the main challenge is businesses, promoting myself, my brand awareness, and getting paid clients. I have several paid clients, but not a lot. So, Rimvidas, what about you?
Sure, thanks, Andrea. So I have background in leadership and management positions more than 20 years, and last year working on my plan B on coaching, I understood that it's actually plan A for the whole life. So I finished studies and have my ACC certification also this year in October. Stayed in the coaching school as curator of new groups and right now co-coach, helping with education also. And together with colleagues, we started a school community on school platform in which already we are here and having this discussion. So a lot of activities, but also looking from the coaching as a business standpoint, quite fresh, but already with some revenue and switching from my salaried work to the revenue from coaching during this year, because I exited salaried work in spring of this year. So if I want it or I don't want it, I have to work very hard on doing the business of coaching, not also coaching practice as such. So the main issues, I think they align also with everything you guys mentioned. So it's branding. It's also maybe not finding clients, but attracting clients and making this business side of coaching as streamlined as possible, because it's quite easy to do a lot of things, to do a lot of necessary things, but not in the system, not in the stream of activities which lead to good results. So this is something I'm working also with, and mentorship in this part helps a lot. So I'm glad to be a part of mentorship group in which we talk about those business issues also. So that takes care of getting to know part. And going to the discussion, what I see from our responses, I noted some of them down. It seems that business part, the positioning, the personal branding, client attraction is the main issue. While preparing for this discussion and thinking about topics together with Maria and our community, we thought that maybe some topics could arise with where to find the practice for the coaching, while being in the salaried position, not having those clients, where to look for the practice. But it seems that for this meeting, for this group, the business side is more actual. So let's have another round. And this time, we know what the main issue, main problem is, yes, main activities we are looking, some help or insights. So let's try to share a little bit what is going good in this part, in personal branding, in finding clients. Let's share a sentence or two, the couple activities which you see clearly that brings you results. So not to turn this gathering into, it's bad, and that we don't know how to do, but let's see what every one of us have already achieved. And I think from this, we also will gather some common trends and we'll be able to move the discussion along. So again, one round, what good we already have in regards of coaching as a business, what we have achieved. So maybe, Demante, how about you?
These questions from the first science look so yearly for myself, but I actually can't answer for now. I think the very first thing that I noticed, so yes, I'm counting how many sessions I now delivered and what results I have from those sessions. But actually, I had two recommendations from my clients, so they are fair to other clients. So I think when we are constantly doing things like by week, another week, and so on, so I think that then we can receive some results because we can attract other people who recommend to other people and so on. So I understand that there's so much work to do because we have to be constantly delivering those sessions, like not pausing for half a year, etc., because then we just lose the track, but doing that on the daily or weekly basis, of course. So that's the very first thing. And another one, I think that's networking, just like presenting myself, what I'm doing. So I have been going to some communities of women and just presented what I am doing and invited for some coaching sessions, like free coaching sessions in this stage. And that's also the way how usually I am doing this, how usually I'm going outside and presenting myself, what others sees that I am doing. And I think that's, of course, the way to present myself, to talk about the possibilities that I can provide to those people, where I can invite to those sessions, and so on, so on. So that's like very fresh beginner like insights from my side right now.
Demante, very valuable, because in the start we can see the most differences, So to your experience, what's changed from the moment you decided, okay, I'm doing coaching business as my profession, as future profession, yes? And to this moment, what was the main change in, your communication, your presence in social media or something? What was that change which turned the tide around?
I would say that was the mindset change. Because previously, when I was just learning some techniques like 2 years ago about the coaching, so it just was like, okay, I'm doing that on a daily basis with some colleagues and etc. But I'm not going to deliver those sessions as the sessions, right, for 1 hour and so on with some results, and just to work on going forward with 1 or 2 clients and etc. That was just like technique that I can use. I can ask some questions and etc. But for now, when I understood that I want to pursue this career path, like not be like how Oshra said Yes, like she's not going to be as a coach, like the only one path of her career, but to integrate into our roles as we are doing in life, right? Like, for example, being a trainer or so on, working in a company and etc. So, but this is the mindset shift. Like, I can be a coach, I can be a leader, I can be a trainer, and so on, so on. And then I have answered these questions to myself that, okay, I can be like a coach in some cases, right? I can start posting on my social media some related topics. I can present myself as this role model in this area and so on. So I think that's was only related with my mindset shift and the possibility that I can open for myself, because previously I didn't have that in mind, but now I have it in mind that I want to go this way. I want to integrate that as a career path, and that happened through the mindset shift.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thanks, Demata. Thanks. Very strong. So guys who want to jump and continue, build on Demanta's sharing. I'm looking a little bit at your faces, judging the readiness. So, Indraya.
I want to share about good things. I started my coaching journey on September last year. So during year and 2 months, I've already completed more than 150 hours of coaching. I already have ACC. I already have paid clients. So I think it's quite a lot, as I sometimes hear from others. And what also is going good? Pro bono sessions and chemistry sessions. If I'm writing some post on LinkedIn, for example, asking just come and let's try. So people are quite willing to try coaching. So that's what is going great.
So it's not a problem to attract people to you. So what kind of following do you have already in social media? In what environment are you working?
I have a lot of connections, but my connections on actually I'm working on LinkedIn. Facebook is mostly my friends. I already made open my profile, so I have not only friends on it now, but mostly LinkedIn is my resource. But my contacts are from HR. When I was looking for someone, asking if they want to change their job and so on. But some of them now are my clients. So yeah, that's my environment. And what was next question? I already forgot.
How do you facilitate that previous experience and previous connections in regards to your current business focus? Yes, your previous connections, not all of them, but some are aligned maybe with your current niche and current goals. Yes, so how that translates from one to another?
Yeah, mostly people see me as someone you can contact if you have crossroad in a job, or if you want to change job and so on. So mostly my clients have with questions about self-realization, if I still feel purpose in my job, or if I want to change career and so on. So everything is in line with my earlier profession.
Okay. And those paid clients you got, so how that came about?
The same as pro bono clients, the same LinkedIn, but with different messages.
Okay.
And with, from chemistry sessions, just some of them decided to continue. Some of them said, okay, next year, or it's not a good time for me, I imagine differently, and so on.
Yeah. So different messaging. If messaging changed, which resulted in paid clients versus pro
Yeah,
bono.
if you are asking for pro bono sessions, you are getting pro bono clients.
Yes.
If you are asking to come try coaching, and we will decide if we will go further. So different messages.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're getting that what you are doing more, yeah?
Exactly.
Okay, good point. Good point. Okay. Who's ready to jump in?
I can go next.
Okay, Edita, thanks.
Oh, well, for me, it's quite philosophical question, but I will try to be not too philosopher, okay? So the most, I think, important thing for me that, this activity, this business makes me happy. So every day I'm just grateful for that, because at first it was just my dream for many years. And when you're doing that, finally, it makes me happy, grateful, my heart open. So yeah, every day, I'm just grateful for that. And I believe we all know that when you're enjoying what are you doing, so even in these hard times, even in when you're going through challenges, it's much more easy to go through, just to go past that and to feel these ups and downs and just move forward in any kind of timing. So what else? So if to be more like practical, so of course I feel that my skills developing in time, and it's normal. More practice you have, more you feel confident, so it's becoming easy, to hold the space for client, to be more confident. So yeah, I can say it's a good thing as well. I can feel growth again because of this practice. So, and what I noticed that more you're growing, your client is growing, and even unconsciously, I'm attracting more and more my ideal clients. So it's easy for me, to consider again my niche, and sometimes just clients showing you the way, which one maybe you can turn next. And one more thing maybe I would like to mention is I'm very happy when my current clients give a recommendations, to their friends. So I didn't have many of them, but I had few more clients which came through recommendations. So it makes me happy. It seems it's working.
Okay, you did a very good point on happiness and doing what you love. Exactly that feeling, emotion translates to your presence and social media presence with your clients. So that's also builds your practice. Touching a little bit on niche and recommendations. How important was niche clarity for you and your business evolution?
I think it was very important, and in the same time, it was most difficult challenge for me because I was the one who was thinking, I believe most of us think like this sometimes, or at the beginning, that I can coach everyone, I want to help everyone. But yeah, then I realized that, it's impossible. And at the same time, I felt that these my clients, which I tried to attract through my social media, through my content, they was lost. They wasn't sure what I'm offering them, So niche was a very important thing. And I didn't know for a long, long time. I didn't know. And I will be very honest with you. Even now, I'm not sure 100% about my niche, but I'm just trying my best. And, for some time, I'm trying, to communicate more about one things, another time another things, and just doing this kind of experiments, let's say like this, which one feels for me better and in which topic I can help for people more. And actually, let's say life is happening every day. We have more and more experience in one or another topic. So yeah, and what I realized, that where I had most challenges in my life. In this kind of topics, I can help people the most. So let's see, hopefully I will be quite clear very soon about my niche.
What brought you to the realization that clarifying and making it very, very understandable your niche? What brought you to that realization that it's necessary?
Actually, the same clients, because when I was coaching them in one or another topics, they was just, how to say it, not successful, but they had so many aha moments. They felt that I can understand them. They feel safe to share. So I think here it was the main, kind of, what is this word? The signal, let's say, is that I'm going the right way and I can help the best for them,
Okay.
and one or another topic. So yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Rita.
Thank you
Who
very much.
can build on the niche part? Because to my understanding also it's quite crucial to have it known. Usually we as a coaches and as people we tend to be afraid to get our niche very very strict and very clear, because it seems that there will be no clients enough. Well, especially if in that niche a couple of us, a couple of coaches are working. But when you do the calculation, do the math, how much actual clients can you have monthly, it's something like 20 clients at a time. In your portfolio can be 20 clients. It's just physics doesn't allow for more time-wise. And then you understand that even very, very strictly defined niche has enough people in that to work multiple coaches in there, and it's still not enough of us coaches, and it's not a problem to be clearly defined in niche from that perspective. But something else triggers us also and prevents us to going very clear about who we serve. So who can else address the niche question or maybe recommendation, because that's a very interesting point also.
About the niche, I can share a little bit. So I'm coming also from the corporation, so I have management experience, and I was always thinking that I'll go to executive coaching or team coaching. And I struggled about a year and a half, and I'm saying struggle, this means something didn't feel right? And once I admitted to myself that I'm not about corporate, not yet. I'm not saying that will never be, right? Because I'm still very much into it. I mean, I really love the dynamics of the team and how it's working, right? And to help people to feel themselves at work good, right? And to empower them. However, I realized that right now I'm about the life coaching, and particularly about finding people to get to know themselves better, about self-awareness as well. And then it became very easy for me when I realized that, when I gave up on forcing something, that niche where I was thinking it's good for me, right? There's good money there. So I felt like, I've like that aha moment that I finally found it. And that's okay. I realized that it's okay that niche might change, but it will come with the time, with the clients, like Judita said, right? So it's coming. I think so. Everything has its own time. So yeah, that's when it comes to niche.
Vaida, what changed when you understood that it is your niche, you clearly defined it? What changed in your practice, in your communication, in your engagement with clients?
It's certainly not what changed in client, but how does it change, right? Because the clients, they were, let's say, they were coming from, I mean, they were coming to talk about their work, right? But they ended up talking about themselves, right? About their lives, about how they don't feel fulfilled in their lives, right? And what challenges they have. And eventually everything is about the people. about ourselves, right? About not knowing what we want, not knowing what to select, what right, so and what do we need. So and then I realized that that's something what actually goes easy, right? It's not something what makes people help to achieve corporate goals, what was delivered to them, right? But something what they want, to help them to find what they want, to empower them. So yeah.
Thanks, Ida. Thanks a lot. So, communication and niche. When we know our niche, what it does with our communication. When we go broadly and talking to everyone about everything, when we define our niche and know exactly with which pain points and how do we help people and what they get as a result, as a award, in your opinion, who can share what happens to your communication in social media, in chemistry sessions? What changes then?
Well, basically what happened to me, I went strong, right? So that's mean I'm not missing topics. It's easy to lead I cannot say lead, right, in a coaching, but even the right questions, you don't have to look for them, right? It's coming on the session. So just trust the process and it's much easier. So it's, yeah, once you define the niche.
I would like to add, if you don't mind. So I believe, not I believe, what I noticed that it resonates with people. And I mean, your ideal client is coming, first of all, and for you, it's much more easy to communicate and people feel you, like every word, every post is just like you speaking heart to heart, what I experience. Yes.
I'd like also to add that I've noticed when you have a niche, then you suddenly look for the information or people that resonates to your niche, which makes you even more knowledgeable and professional in the field, and therefore being able to relate to your client better, understand the client better, and ask relative questions that really can help. It's not, flowing on the shallow surfaces, but that actually you can deeply dive. So that's a difference that I noticed.
From my personal experience, also clarifying the niche, the client's avatar, it's much easier to answer the question where my client is. Because while you're working with broad niche, they're everywhere. And maybe they're at clubs, maybe they're at conference, but which conferences, yes? When you have clear niche, you can actually pinpoint the physical or digital locations that those people with those problems, those questions are gathering. They're looking for your answers. And it's easier just to go there and be there, to communicate, to present yourself, to help them via value sharing. But also it's easier to create environments, to create communities for them addressing those issues, which we, not everyone yet, but a couple of us are doing already with our own communities, personal communities, inviting people, talk about our topics, our niche issues and problems, and it's much easier to find people and to invite them to our own environments when we can help them the most. So that's very helpful regarding the niche. And communication, you don't have to look for topics, you don't have to look in broad spectrum, one day about feelings, another day about EBITDAs, and third day about management issues working with your shareholders. No, you know your niche, you know your language, language of the client, and it's much easier to get the message, to prepare the message. Yeah. Guys, I still have noted the recommendations, but maybe someone wants to add another topic, another subtopic, what goes well with the business side, with our being visible on social media of attracting clients. Okay, guys. Aurelia, I see you.
No, yeah, but I was just thinking that not really I can say about this, about the attracting clients or yeah, getting out to the social media, not yet. I think I did what I did. I think I was doing the groundwork. I was building the ground because my coaching like happening in waves, you know, and first thing is still, I think somewhere I'm coming to that limiting belief that somewhere it was lying deep inside that do I really can be a coach, right? So when I think went through it and I work with that, then I think the spectrum of the coaching, it started to, you know, to expand. So then I got a plan, which I kind of starting to follow, because it's like I put, okay, I need to, what as well, and this is including about the niche as well, what I really want to do, what is really like attracting. And I put some things, what I want to achieve. And I see now what I was writing on my on the paper as well, that I am actually moving through that plan. I did got some like studies what I wanted for my niche, like crisis psychology, right? Like first psychological aid knowledge, like building the ground for the more like transformational coaching for the crisis. Yeah, and then I see that every step what I'm doing, it's coming like it's opened the doors for something else. So when I started to move to take a step for this plan, so then after it became more like network expanding. I'm started to meet people from the coaching, right? What is very, very important to surround yourself and keep the motivation to move on. As well started like be as a co-founder of the community, which inspires a lot to move and going toward the ACC certification, and started as well for more on posting like social medias and yeah. So this is what I feel it's getting. Yeah, it's like step by step and going into the right direction, I guess so.
Okay, thanks, Aurelia. That's very also crucial point here, because we talked about different aspects. But here Aurelia attached the planning, you know, and it's they're saying that every plan is bad plan because it doesn't, you know, survive the life, no. So plans are not good, but the planning is crucial. You still have to plan, even if plans are a bad thing, yeah? And I'm joking, of course. Plans are a good, necessary thing, but adapting planning and having those goals set and seeing what changes after achieving those milestones is very important, because if we do not see the progress, we demotivate ourselves. You know, we think and we see only we're stuck. We don't have the progress we wanted to. I wanted to have a salary level coaching business in 2 months, and somebody told me that it takes 2 years. Yes, and I'm in depression again. But if you take the planning, take the step-by-step approach, and you see what changes after each step, it's much easier, because there is progress. There is growth. Yes, it's maybe not so fast as we want as people, but it is there. So planning is crucial. Setting goals and aligning with them and seeing what results we already have is very important here. Sure.
Yeah, yeah, thank you, Rimlidas. As you said, of course, that to put up like a milestones, right? But of course, not to be very rigid, that you are just as well leave the space for unknown, to reveal, to let in some things, what it can bring from, the universe, what can bring, what the other people, but just to have like a guidelines, what it could be and what direction, at least the direction where to go. Yeah.
That's
It
crucial.
also relates with the vision, I think, because if you have a vision where you want to be, like not what to do now, how to do that, something can very, of course, we have some like system for goal setting, for example, SMART, the most useful, I think, and the most used in the companies and promoted, etc. But in some cases, it could be criticized because you have to consider very small steps, but it doesn't mean that you will do those steps and you will end with your vision, yes. But once you have a very clear vision, then those meaning goals come across in that path. So I believe that's very important to have, so where you want to be, how you want to operate in that vision, and what you want to do then. Yeah.
Yes. Good point. Good point. Plan is not enough. Planning is not enough. Plan towards what? What towards are you planning? What's your vision? Good. Guys, I would like to touch the recommendations. That's very strong item and issue. Maybe somebody wants to jump on this and had some good examples how recommendations work and what they bring to our business.
Probably I'll jump in because, sorry, Roma.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure that I understand the question correctly. You mean testimonials as recommendations or our recommendations to something?
The first one, testimonials of our clients, what our clients, long-term clients could do for us in business expansion topic. Yeah. Roma, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so since I will have to go to another meeting quite soon in a couple of minutes, so I just want to share that for me, I think the main idea is we shouldn't focus on our practice as, I'll do this as good as I can so that I can get some recommendations or referrals to other clients, because this is the wrong focus. I think that we should, and I believe we are focusing on doing what we're doing at our best. And then naturally it's word of mouth that's going, and people are talking about tangible or less tangible results they get in our coaching sessions. So this is absolutely effective and very inspiring or strong criteria for recommendations for referrals. So we should go for them, and we should actively ask for clients. So if you find it useful, if you find it professional enough for you, personally for you, would you please spread the word, because this would help my business. So I would say we have to dare do that, because sometimes people do not think about it as, oh, it's maybe he or she doesn't need even recommendations or referrals because he's such a great coach. So let's work and let's do our best. Then naturally word of mouth will spread. But on top of that, let's ask for recommendations and referrals. That's my point of view. So, and thanks a lot. I'm sorry, but I really have to participate in somewhere else. But thank you. I enjoyed that today and hope to see you next time.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah,
Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, and Ausha for sure touched a very important topic and aspect there, because naturally word of mouth work, but we can help tremendously with that, because it's true that clients usually, even if they see our social media profile and see how much we communicate, it sometimes feels and looks like we do not need help. Yes, we self-sufficient. We are very broadly communicating and people are talking to us. So we have lots of clients. And they don't know that we have gaps in our calendar and we still need those clients. Yeah. So that active asking for recommendations when we feel and know and got the feedback from the client that our partnership was successful, was very fruitful and valuable. So just ask for recommendation and just be open to various variations of that. Maybe it's LinkedIn post by the client. Maybe it's your post, which will be shared by the client. Maybe it's just, text message, which you can, with client's permission, use in your communication, in your PDFs, in your testimonials and such. So there are various ways how to do that. But from the practical standpoint, right now, I think I have, 3 clients which are brought by another 2 clients. So some of my clients are better salesperson of my services than I am. So that's very encouraging, way of thinking. As Asha said, let's do our best work, but don't forget to ask for help for the client because it's crucial for our business expansion and successful business. What's more in recommendations? It sometimes takes not so direct form. I had some experience with, and I know Andrea also has this experience, just asking for clients to, feedback even for themselves, but in a kind of forms, questionnaires, reflections, just to prepare for them a reflection formula in which they can compare what was before the cycle of sessions and after us, what's changed, yes, what most they got from the sessions with you. And from this, again, with the permission of client, maybe anonymized, maybe as a statistic, maybe as a takeaways only, but maybe directly and direct messages, we can use this as, wins the client had and use in our communication and in our don't like that word, but marketing. Let's use it. Yeah. So there are various ways recommendations work, and it's a powerful tool in our toolbox. Let's say it that way.
Yeah, but I would like to add that for me, asking clients for recommendations without a form was better choice. Because the recommendations were how to say, it was longer, deeper, and if maybe the questions weren't right that I asked when I tried to ask, okay, please answer these 3 questions about our coaching sessions. I don't remember the questions because I already don't do that, but the better was, like in a coaching, let the client be as he wants to be. These 3 forms were better.
Let him speak in his words.
Yeah, but I want to say something on this as well, because if sometimes clients are speaking in their own words, that recommendation sometimes, it's not. It's useful, it's nice, but it's not useful to present it, right? Let's say to post it out, right? Even the client agrees, right? And the recommendations I'm usually getting still, right? How grateful I was. Not what they got, but how grateful I was. That's why I also started them to ask the recommendations, asking them, to reflect on what's changed, right? What did they get? How did they feel before and how do they feel now, right? So something like that, because different way, clients are very grateful, but they don't know how to, I don't know. Yeah, they don't understand how to write it, right? So I can use it, or it can be useful. So, or the other clients or potential clients can see what exactly they will get if they will work with me. Let's say like this.
Exactly, because the thanks, it's very nice, but it doesn't show the change client got. So you can show for prospects, for future clients, what they will get. Okay, they will be thankful, but for what? So very, very good point.
So it's nice that they're writing I'm very great, but yeah.
In what? I would like to know in what I am very great. Exactly. And clients, of course, they tend to use their own language, their own vocabulary, and sometimes it doesn't fit well with coaching approach. It's usual they use the words "I was led by," "I was instructed by," or something like that, which is not coaching. They just use their own words, of course. Okay, looking at the time here, we had this hour. I would like to close again with short circle, one or two takeaways what we are taking with ourselves. But for myself, I see that we have a quite extensive menu of subtopics and topics which we can explore further in community and maybe make separate workshops addressing exactly those points, recommendations, how to work with them, vision setting, how to work with that, and further and further. So we have a roadmap. We understand that we have to take actions consistently, have a plan, have a milestones, have a vision where to go, how to work with the client, be present in the social media, do good work. But all of this is broad topics. So let's have them as a separate discussions, and we will have our work put out in the community to talk about. So short circle, couple of sentences, what I am taking today from this meeting, and we will adjourn. So who would like to start?
I can start. I like starting all the time. Then you can get rid of the responsibility and rest. I think overall I liked the meeting you, all of you, and feel that I'm not alone in this, and we are very much alike. I think with the challenges that we face and also the celebrations that we can have. But what I take as a takeaway for me personally from this is the structure. I liked what you said, Rimvidas, that it still can be creative and chaotic, but some structure has to be in place on what you're doing, what you want to achieve, and small steps how to go there. So I take that from the session.
Yeah, thanks, Ron. Yes, you did.
First of all, I want to thank all of you for all of you. It's so nice to know that I'm not the one who's struggling with the things. So yeah, it's so nice to feel this kind of, the feeling that all of us, we can help each other, to advise each other. So thank you very much for sharing. And I'm take away the one thing. So maybe it would be, I want to remind myself more often what's going good. Because, it's so easy to float in this, challenges and to mourn about them, but just reminding yourself what's going good can be your motivation, can be, your, how to say, bright your days. So I'm taking this one.
Thank you. Thanks. They're very important. And we stitch everything, what's going good from everyone, and we have a plan.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, I'll reflect a little bit. Rimvidas, when you was asking what is going well, and I kind of, okay, what's still well going? But then when Aurelio started to speak, I was like, okay, what is going well compared to the year ago, compared to the half of year ago? What is going well for me from my perspective, not probably from somebody's, right? Or I don't have to compare myself to somebody. So what is better than yesterday? So yeah, I'm probably taking that away, and thank you very much. So it was great discussion. So yeah, it's a lot of topics you're right, Rimvidas, so it's nice to explore this ones as well. Would be nice. Thank you.
Fine. Andrea, I see. Oh, Penny, yes.
Hi. I wanted to, thank you. It's been a really nice experience to hear the insights from everybody, and I think my main takeaway was the importance of the niches, because I have heard the theory about it, but hearing your stories has been, in terms of how it's affected, how being able to niche and kind of in terms of looking at your messaging and how it has been so helpful to several of you. I think that really resonates with me and has made me, think again about incorporating that into my future work. So thank you.
Glad that helped, Penny. Thank you.
I'm taking away discipline because I always have issues with that. As I said, it's easier to do what is easier. So, yeah, discipline to do the right thing, not the easy thing.
Yes. Thanks, Andrea. Very strong.
Okay, can go over. First of all, so I'm just really, really grateful for such an environment because when we are discussing, when we are sharing the insights, every time it feels so calm, it's so safe, and that environment just inspires, And I think that this is about relationship, and that's about what we bring to the client when we start working with them. That calmness, that feeling, that all the, everything what client can feel, what we are feeling there when discussing. So that's pretty much of that, I think. Yeah.
Thanks
I
for
just
that.
was thinking about this when we are discussing, so that's deeply inside.
Wow.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
I can be next. Actually, one of the things what Indria was sharing, it suited me with me quite deep about that. If you are about the different messaging, right, to the client, if you are communicating about the free session, so like you're gonna get the free sessions client, right? If it's, and this moment, it's kind of resonated with me as well. And when I was talking about the planning and as well, one thought what came me, it's like to trust the process, to trust the whole process, and that every step what we are taking, it's gonna lead us somewhere. So yeah. So thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, thank you, really. And just addressing a little bit that last point with what we are doing the most, we are getting that it's maybe not the most important, but quite crucial. From personal perspective, personal situation, I had recently the encounter with a client of mine, which proposed to have a joint program, group coaching program. And she was more established in LinkedIn. She had a huge amount of followers. She was speaking in conferences constantly. So, my first idea was, wow, what a break. We will make a joint group coaching program. Her connections, her environment, it will sell well. Nice. As a stepping stone, in a good way, as a boost. But then in the discussion, in communicating what this program will be about, we shared about each other a little bit. And, there comes a message that I'm speaking in the conferences for free. I'm consulting for free. I'm mentoring for free. I'm speaking in each week in 3 different cities for free. Okay, I knew then that there will be no program success and no program sales and such, because all that followership, they are trained to get stuff for free. So actually, the work has to start again when we're trying to sell something. All that fellowship has to learn that, okay, it's not for free. You have to pay for this value. So just bear in mind, yes, let's stop pro bono 25%. 25% as ICF instructs us. Yeah, let's do that 25%. Okay, thank you guys. Sorry for taking a couple of minutes longer, but the discussion was very interesting and we touched on so important topics. It's obvious we can solve in an hour our business issues and we can grow in business by miles in 1 hour, but it's something we have to address. We have to put in the structure, put in the systems, and in our community, in Hub for Coaches, we will do just that, because we have aligned a couple of months in the future already the list of guests. Among them will be people who work directly with the coaches, with trainings, with helping them to align vision, to align selling process, marketing process. So we will have those guests who will help also with insights, with sharing of knowledge for our community to grow together and to be a successful professional coaches. So be here, be in the community, and let's meet again shortly. So thank you everyone for being here.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
Thank
Have a nice
you.
evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a nice weekend.
Bye.
Bye-bye.